Evening, everyone. It's a few minutes after 6 on Thursday, and this is your Thursday evening closing comment. It is video number 913, and I remind you all, hit that subscribe button and the like button and the notification button, and be supportive of the effort. Okay, so today was Thursday, and Thursday is claims day. Claims were slightly higher. Initial claims up 8,000, and continuing claims up 42,000. Continuing claims in general have been moving a little bit better, and so I'm not really surprised about that number. Also, we had the second look at the adjustment to Q2 GDP. The number came in at 6.6%. That was up 0.1% from last time's 6.5. The expectation was for 6.7, so a little bit of a disappointment there. But more of a disappointment was the PCE, which came in at 6.1%, up 0.1%. PCE is the personal consumption expenditures, so that number is better as a lower number. Okay, so it was a particularly ugly day today, and really most of it was Afghanistan, excuse me, and the attack on the airport, but we also had horrendous numbers out of Florida. COVID new cases over 100,000. That's a huge number. And of course, that's where you have Governor DeSantis telling everybody that he's going to stand in the way of mandatory masking, and clearly he's been on the wrong side of this the entire time. Also, earnings, which were terrific for some companies, really didn't mean all that much today. CRM was the biggest gainer in the Dow, adding 47 Dow points. It traded as high as 275.22, but closed 267.79, which was still up almost $7, $6.95, 2.6%. The problem is it closed on the low. ULTA, which traded as high as 415 this morning, and to give you an idea on that one, ULTA had closed 389.90, up 16 the day before. It traded up to 415, but closed at 388.68, down $1.22, also on the low. Burlington had a miss yesterday, closed 318, down 32.14 or 9.2%. And the rest of the discounters, Dollar Tree down 12%, Dollar General down 3.8%, and Autodesk down 9.4%. Peloton was a miss, both top and bottom. It traded in a range of, traded as high as 120.62, closed 114.09, down $2.16, and then on the numbers traded all the way down to 97. The last is about 107, which is down about 9.25, and that's about 7.5%. Abercrombie and Fitch missed. They missed on revenues. They beat on earnings. The stock closed 35.68, or is trading 35.68, down 412 or 10.3%. Workday, on the other hand, went the other way. It beat both top and bottom line. It had closed 246.76, up 65 cents, and currently is trading 261.40, up 14.30 or 5.9%. So it really didn't help. Stocks were lower. The Dow was down 192, or a little over 0.5%. NASDAQ down 96. Not much when you consider what it moved to the upside this week so far. That's 0.6%. The S&P was down 26. That's the first day this week that it hasn't made a new high. The biggest loser, again, was the Russell, down 25.29 or 1.13%, and transports down 102.88, down 6.69. I also want to mention the VIX. I usually don't add it here, but the VIX was up $2.05 or 12.21%. Market internals were weak, with the NYSE being 3-1 to the downside, and NASDAQ 1.8-1 to the downside. Volume was about unchanged from yesterday. In the Dow, we had 26 down and only 4 up. The only major gainer was CRM, Salesforce. It added 47 points to the Dow. So without CRM and its earnings today, we would have been down 250. On the downside, we had Boeing pairing 30 Dow points, Caterpillar 23, and Microsoft, Nike, and United Health all down 20 each. Oil was lower. It was lower all day. It's having a tiny little bounce here tonight. It just opened a few minutes ago, but we had an inside day today, lower high, higher low, but down the entire time. We closed yesterday at 68.36, and the high today was only 68.31, so it was never up on the day, although the 5-day is still moving up, and a little bit more of a consolidation in here for a day or two will take that 5 through the 20-day moving average. Clearly, the standout on the day was natural gas. Natural gas was up almost 30 cents. I've been harping on this one. We tried to buy the UNG yesterday, didn't get it because the pullback was over by the time our markets opened. Higher high, higher low. Clearly a breakout to the upside. I've been telling you about this. This was actually a new high close, and it's up another 1.9 cents, 4.23. Today's high was 4.25.10. So we'll see if we get a follow through there. The gold was exactly in the range that we've been talking about. It's been 1780 to 1800 as the area that I've been discussing. Today, lower high, lower low, but closing up on the day, low 1781, high 1800.4. So this would really be nice if it works to the upside. If we see some consolidation and we don't close below 1778.20 tomorrow night, because that will give the weekly a particularly unattractive look. That's the number we're talking about. This is 1763. A close below that would really be devastating. I would guess it would, at the very least, take us down to test under 1700. Bitcoin down 1765. The US dollar up 93.08 or 25 basis points, and the bonds, which have been down 5 days in a row, I mentioned them this morning that they were getting into an area where they were really oversold. They were down as much as 3/4 of a point this morning, but all of the problems both in the market and in Afghanistan took it from being down 0.75 to actually closing on the high of the day. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So we touched again the 50 and the 200-day moving averages. The 5 went through the 20 at the close. We did close up on the day, and we have plenty of support in this 163 area. Today's low, 163 and 11/30 seconds. So we'll have to see how this shakes out. All right, everyone, I'll be back first thing in the morning. Be careful out there. This is a very tough market. And in the Discord room today, we talked about trading in the S&P. In fact, we traded the S&P 3 times today, the SPYs, from a buy yesterday in the 77 to 87 area. We sold some at $1.77, some at $1.80, and we turned around and bought a different series, lost about 30 cents on those, and then we went home long the expiring Monday 442 puts with a slight gain. I think we got in mostly around 80 cents, and I believe they closed 96 cents. So not a bad day. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. I'll be back first thing in the morning.